I'm married, been married for 18 years. I feel sorry for my wife sometimes, you know, because she's been working on me for 18 years, and this is how far she's gotten. Ta-da! We're working on things, you know, that's important. She tells me I'm not a very good listener, you know, and she's probably right, but in all fairness, she's not a very good summarizer. When she tells me about her day, it's not like a DVD. There are no deleted scenes. We were doing this in one take. Roll them, all right. And I want to hear about her day, you know, I do at first. But somewhere around 30, 40, 50, 60 minutes, and she's not slowing down. She's building up a head of steam. I'm like, wait a minute, are we almost finished or are we just getting started here? I gotta go to the bathroom. You know, she gets into the second hour and I realize she's only talked about a 10-minute span of her day. How is this possible? This isn't even real time here? We're actually losing time while you're speaking. We're going back in time. We gotta hop in the DeLorean just to get back to where we started. She's getting into it. She said that, and he said that. I'm like, are you telling it or living it? Stay with me, regulate. It's not happening now. It's like the time when you did the thing. Now I'm in the story? Really? She can't be wrapping it up because she's bringing in new people into the story, you know. Characters that from her life that maybe I met once. You know, Kathy broke her toe and she couldn't help with the fundraiser. I'm like, oh no. I'm just stalling. Who's Kathy? Who's Kathy? Who's Kathy? Who's Kathy? And I gotta figure it out because I know it's gonna be on the test. And I don't want to ask because that's another 45 minutes right there. Kathy, come on, I drink coffee with her every week. I'm like, you like coffee? Oh, that's on the test too. And it doesn't help the SportsCenter's on right behind her. And I'm not watching it, per se. But there is a little crawler on the bottom. They keep looping the scores and the highlights over and over, and every once in a while, my eye will just follow it on its own. I don't do it on purpose, it just goes, you know? And I used to wonder why they would loop the same scores so many times in like a 5-minute period, and then I realized they figured it out. The married guys can only look for a second at a time. Take a little now, piece it together later, right. You follow her, I'll get the info. I never know when she's done, you know? That would help, right? I just tell her, you know, it'd be nice maybe at the very end if you wrap it up with a song like SportsCenter. Then I would know for sure, you know, and that was my day. Da-na-na, da-na-na. And after all that, she's like, how was your day? I'm like, I don't even remember. I came home, you started talking. I went blurry for a while. Da-na-na, da-na-na. Got some married people over here, married guy right there? Right up front, cool. How's it going, man? How long you been married?
5 years.
5 years? All right, sweet. And you said that very upbeat, 5 years? Because some guys say it like they've been through a war. 5 years. Where were you stationed? Walmart. Nearly lost an arm in the Battle of the Duvet. I keep learning those bed terms, right? I came home from the road, my wife had bought this like duvet and the sham and the ruffles, and our bed looked like a gigantic poodle. But she liked it. I didn't want to complain. It looked nice. I thought, I'll just lay on it, right? You think, no, you can't lay on it. What do you mean you can't lay on it? It's a pillow, right? No, it's a pillow you can't lay on. It's called a sham. Well, at least they were honest. I can't believe they called it that and she still bought it. Still making rookie mistakes, you know? I was in Target and my wife gives me that, honey, why don't you go get line? I'm almost finished. Okay, you mean it this time, right? Because I feel kind of stupid with the empty cart, right? You're gonna be there. That line flies when you got nothing. People just move out of the way to see the idiot come through. Where's he going? I don't know. You get to the front, you're a total moron. Hey, how you doing? Just a dry run, I'll be back. You walk around and get right back in line. Okay. This time, all right, you know. Eventually I end up in that next to front position, you know, and just ditching the cart and just letting people through one at a time. Okay, you go ahead, but if she shows up and I'm in the job, I'll go ahead. Everyone's ignoring you. The line's just bowing around you. I'm just some loser reading Red Book. Like, you ever find your wife? No, I didn't. I learned 15 ways to satisfy a man. Can't believe leaving the store didn't make the list. But it's not always how long you're married. Sometimes it's how happy you are. Because my wife and I were on a cruise ship with this couple, right? I don't know if you guys, have you done the Alaskan cruise? If you haven't, it's fantastic. It's great. It'll really make you feel young, too. The average age our week was like 120-something years old. And all week long, people kept saying, I want to see Alaska before I die, you know? And I was looking around the ship thinking, man, some of y'all are cutting it a little bit close. Might want to give yourself some leeway. But we sat at the same table with this couple all week long, because that's how they do it, right? And they had been married 53 years, which sounds inspiring. Till you meet them, you could tell they've been pissed for 52. They had that attitude, well, I said forever, a deal's a deal. Man, you guys should split up. Oh, I wouldn't give her the satisfaction. I think I can outlast her. State Farm pays the winner.
I'm married. I'm happily married. I have a beautiful wife. A lot of conflicts in marriage. You know, we have a communication problem. Like, we say the same things, but it's always interpreted differently. Like, she'll say, I haven't seen you in 2 days, and I'll be like, I just saw you 2 days ago. What do you want from me? So my wife is Spanish, and even though she grew up in the Bronx with brothers, there's certain things about my culture she doesn't understand. Like, for Thanksgiving, we're at the grocery store, and she's like, okay, I need to get a turkey, I need to go get the stuffing, I gotta get the pumpkin pie mix, the cranberries. I go, hold on 1 second. Did you say pumpkin pie mix? She's like, yeah. I go, we don't eat pumpkin pie. What are you talking about? I go, baby, black people don't eat pumpkin pie. Yes, you do. I go, black people don't eat pumpkin pie. She goes, what are you talking about? I go, watch this. It was a black lady in the store. I go, ma'am, how many pumpkin pies you gonna get? She goes, child, you know, damn pumpkin pie. What you talking about? I go, we don't eat pumpkin pie. And to you people who don't eat sweet potato pie, you others besides the blacks, I want you to try a sweet potato pie, okay? You have to try it. It's not like pumpkin pie. It's much better. Now, it comes with drawbacks. You're gonna get diabetes. And your credit score is gonna drop about 200 points. But let me tell you something. It is a tasty treat. Things are gonna change. Your urine is gonna look like log cabin syrup, but let me tell you, you will be fuller than you've ever been full. She doesn't understand a lot of stuff. Ready for this? For Halloween, she wanted my son to be a monkey. I go, baby, he can't be a monkey. Well, why not? I go, well, that's kind of a derogatory term for black people. She said, well, black people need to see the costume, Poppy. I go, what are you talking about? She said, oh my God, it's so cute. It has this little vest and these little tap shoes, this little bow tie. I go, hold on 1 second. You want my son to be a tap dancing monkey? For Halloween? Yeah, I think it'd be so cute. I go, it's not gonna happen. Well, why not? I go, we know my people. Well, your people need to get over it. I was like, oh, okay. Then how about we dress him up as a gardener? Yeah, why don't we strap a leaf blower to his back? And then when he drops the wrapper, he can blow it down the driveway. How about that? Zzz, pa-la-la-la-bamba. Why don't we dress him up as an undocumented worker? And then when people say, where are your papers? He can go, no say. She doesn't get it. I'm constantly having to teach. The other day I came home, my son has like a little curly afro. She's brushing it. You can't brush an afro. My son looks like Frederick Douglass every morning going to school. I go, what are you doing? You can't brush. What is it? Ben Wallace, come here. Let's get some comb. Can I get a comb and some Murray's grease to fix this, please? You can't. And then, you know what she did the other day? She bought some mousse. You can't put mousse in black hair. You know what nappy hair does to mousse? Nappy hair drinks mousse. Here's mousse in nappy hair. Shh. Ah. Thanks, sister. Was that sweet potato pie flavored mousse? Mm-mm. My wife also has no concept of money. Like, she doesn't realize we don't have that much. For her birthday, she wanted me to buy her a $2,700 Louis Vuitton purse. I said, really? You need to go find a purse equivalent to the amount of money you're gonna have in the purse. What you need is a $38 purse. What you need is a Larry Vuitton. Okay, maybe a Coochie bag. You know what you could get, baby? I got you. How about an assistant coach? $2,700? She doesn't get it. Time for school. I have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. She finds the most expensive school in the world. It costs $1,500 a month. It's on the corner of foreclosure and divorce, okay? $1,500 a month for preschool? I'm like, why? He's learning French. I go, he don't know English. He's 4. And I'm not sure if I like this little French school, you know, because the French kind of, my son's he's already kind of acting weird. I was leaving for the show, like, all right, son, I'll see you later. I turned around, he had on a beret. He had a wine glass with milk in it. He was like, au revoir, papa. I said, you can't drink milk this late. You might pee in the bed. He goes, oh, stupid American. I have already peed in my pants.
For the couples, it's funny when you see people that are just together, they just started going out. They're funny. They always think everything's beautiful. Like, I love her, man. She loves me. I love her. Man, once you get married, shit changes, man. You know, when you get married, it's like you turn into a 9-year-old again, man. You know, my friends will call me up. Hey, Willie. Hey, wanna go get some beer? Okay, hold on, all right? Hey, babe, I was wondering if it's all right, if I go get some beer. Can I go get some beer? I could go? Okay, hold on. What's up, bro? Of course I can go. What do you think, I'm a pussy like you? You know what happens, man, when you're together, it's a battle. It's a battle for position. And that's what happens. And it never ends, man. It never ends. You keep fighting for your half, and she fights for her half, and and I think that's what keeps a relationship going, man. You know what I mean? And when you just give up, I think that's when you're like the living dead, right? You ever seen those guys? Because, women start out saying, everything should be 50-50. Right? Women always, when you first get married, they always say, everything's gonna be 50-50. 50-50 gets good to you women, right? And you go, 60-40 must be better. Right? 80-20 must be crazy. You ever gone to the mall and seen that, you ever seen that guy that only has 10%, right? Right? He's walking around, just a dead stare, Right? You go up to him, hey bro, come here. You can run, He's like, shut up. She can hear you. Women do that. Women, you do that. Every idea that you have, any guy in here, any idea that you have that you actually get to do at the house, it wasn't your idea, man. If you get to do it, it was planted in there, Like, I hear guys right now saying all the time, oh yeah, I have a man cave. I have a man cave. And they brag about it too. Dude, just check out my house. Go in the garage, I have a man cave. No, you're not in the house anymore. You know what I mean? You're in the garage, man. You're not in the house with the humans, man. Right? And that's women. Well, that's women. The Jedi mind you. They're like, oh, this is so cool. I'm gonna buy you a poster. You know.
I got a tiny new baby at home. Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate it. I've also got an old baby who's trying to kill the new baby because he's a jealous little dick who needs to realize his time in the spotlight is come and gone. We moved on to the new baby. We don't give a shit about guinea pig baby anymore. We've moved on to let's not make the same mistakes baby, right? I'm just glad the new baby's out of my wife because I'm not sure if you guys know this. At 8.5 months pregnant, women get really horny, and they're also very gassy at the same time, which is a bad combination if you're the husband. My wife comes up to me all pregnant, and she's like, hey, do I still look hot to you? Do I look hot to you? I'm like, yeah, sure, honey, you look hot there. And she goes, well, you want some of this? You want some action? No, thank you. Respectfully decline your action. Nobody warned me what was going to happen to my wife's boobs after the breastfeeding. I got no proper advice in that area. Because, ladies, what happens is when you breastfeed, the boobs are fantastic. They're bigger, they're faster, they're stronger, right? But as a husband, you can't touch them because they're too sensitive. And then by the time you're ready to get in there, you're not left with the original product that you started with in the first place, right? My wife had a nice B going, and then it turned into a C. And the first kid did some breastfeeding, and then the process repeated itself, and then the second kid really did a number on him. Right, so now what was a nice B, now one looks like a man's wallet, and the other one looks like a leather satchel you might see at a Renaissance fair with some crystals in it after it was dropped by a falcon at a high altitude. Now I got all kinds of little hairy dudes coming up to us on a regular basis like, sire, is that the satchel that holds the One Ring? No. Those are my wife's titties, Frodo. You and your buddies better back the up.
My wife has jobs, all right? She shops. That's her job. You see this outfit I'm wearing? You think I picked this shit out? No. It had a sticky note that said Friday on it. I wore it today just to let that bitch know who's in charge. You know what I mean? Like, just, I do what I want, is what I'm saying. And she, but she shops. She's got an iPad. I have an iPad. My iPad is for porn and to crush candies. That's what I do with my iPad. My wife, she shops on her iPad, and I have to hear it. She sits next to me. Look, babe. Oh, my God. Look. Oh, look. You're not. Look, I pinned it on Pinterest. Look. I don't give a I don't ever say that. That's in my head. What comes out is, we should buy that. That's. She likes to go to the Macy's. That's where my wife likes to go because that's where they trick her the best. They send her coupons and she falls for it. Look, I got a coupon. Did you see I got a coupon? I got a coupon. They send it to me in the mail. That means I have a coupon. Well, honey, they send it every month. Every month they come. It's not a deal if they come every month. Sometimes she takes me to the Macy's with her, and I don't know why, because all I do is sit with the mannequins. That's what I do. And I wait, and she brings shit, and I protect it. I protect her shit. And there's always some other asshole with the other mannequins, and we don't talk. We just say, well, yeah, you keep your shit over there, I'll keep my shit over here. And I got to be the fashion show judge with my wife. She puts outfits on and comes out to me like I know shit. This one or this one? Get them both. Fuck it. Who needs a savings account? Get all that shit. Yeah. She likes to get deals. My wife likes to get deals. And trust me, I know. She tells me about them. She comes home with all the shit she bought, and then she spreads it across the living room like it's the first day of school. And I got to hear where she got it, the bitch she killed to get it. And She doesn't even breathe when she tells me about it. She sounds like an auctioneer. Oh my God, I went over to Macy's, had 20% off, another 10% off. I was like, can I use both coupons? Like, yeah, you can use both coupons. I was like, oh my God, it's like 30% off. I scanned it, it was already 50%. I was like, oh my God, it's like 70% off. So I went ahead and got it. It was $8. The regular price was $1 million. Can you believe it? It was $1 million. And I went ahead and got it for $8. I went over to the Nordstrom, right? Not the regular Nordstrom. Sometimes I go to the Nordstrom rack, but not this time. I went to the regular Nordstrom to see what they had. They only had one in my size. And I was like, oh my God, that's my size, but I don't know if I wanted it. So I hid it so some other bitch doesn't get it just in case I wanted it. So then I left and I came back. I go, I do want it. I went ahead and got it because it was only $15. Can you believe it? Give a shit. Shit. Yeah, she gets excited. The only time she whispers is if she got it from like Walmart, and then it's a secret all of a sudden, and she'll lean in. I got this at the Walmart. Can you believe I got this at Walmart? Yeah, they sell shit there. And then she goes, here's your underwear, because that's where she buys my underwear, at Walmart. Comes in a 50-gallon bag, 675 of them, all different colors, never white. I'm not allowed to wear white because sometimes I shit myself. And she's all judgy about it. What happened? Starts asking me dumb questions. Well, do you wipe? Oh, I didn't think of that. No, I take a shit and go, let's see what happens. I'm not a good shitter. My wife's a good shitter. They have points. Hers have points and 2 little pieces of paper. She's done. I'm there for an hour and a half. Like, son of a bitch. Shit. And then I get close enough and I say, and I go, you know what? I'll revisit. I will revisit you guys. Some of this fancy water. Some of this Santa Barbara fancy water. Are you okay? You're not. You're laughing at me shitting myself. I don't even shop for the groceries. My wife shops for the groceries. I sit on the couch and I wait. And then my wife comes home with the groceries and then she announces to the house that the groceries have arrived. The groceries are here. And if you speak wife, that means get up. That's what that means. Because if my wife makes it from the kitchen to the living room and I'm still sitting down, we got problems. You understand me? A lot of problems. And you didn't get up. I tell you that groceries are here. Did you hear me tell you that the groceries are here? And you're just going to sit there. I shop all day for the groceries and you just sit here and do whatever you want. And my dog will look at me like, how come you didn't get up, man? Like, you know she's going to bitch, man. Shit. Because that's my job, to get the groceries. I got to go to the car, get the groceries, bring them in the house. That's my job. And I don't care how many bags are out there. I'm going to one-trip it. I don't give a There could be 50 bags. I load that shit up. I load them up. I feel like one of those strongest men in the world competitions. Sometimes my wife will get paper towels. That'll a one-tripper. So what I do is I throw them on the ground and I kick them. And then she bitches about that. Why did you kick them? You don't have to kick them. You can make 2 trips. Oh, no, bitch, you don't get it.